Whether I see a statue that may be something that I would fully disagree with, like Adolf Hitler, maybe a statue of Satan himself, I would not want to say take it down. But again, it's so that I could tell my children and teach others about who these people are, what they did, and what they may be about. I just wanted to tell everyone that I support keeping all of our monuments, and I'll tell you why. As a mother of 3 kids, I always want to be able to point to statues, monuments, or any type of history so that I can tell my children and teach them lessons in our country, whether they're good, bad, embarrassing, something that I'm happy about, something that I'm sad about, or something that I wish hadn't happened. And this is no statement on Joe Johnson outside. This is a statement based on all of our statues and monuments across our country. You see, I think that we have to preserve them, not because we support any statue in particular or that we support what may have happened, but it's to preserve our history, because our history is our lessons, and our lessons is how we learn to make our choices going forward.
Rational Jewish person didn't like what happened in Nazi Germany, and any rational Jewish person doesn't like what's happening with overbearing mask mandates and overbearing vaccine policies.
You know, we can look back in a time in history where people were told to wear a gold star, and they were definitely treated like second-class citizens, so much so that they were put in trains and taken to gas chambers in Nazi Germany. And this is exactly the type of abuse that Nancy Pelosi is talking about. She's running a tyrannical, oppressive workplace here at the House of Representatives, forcing us to wear masks against, abusing our individual freedoms, demanding that members of Congress get the COVID vaccine.
We shouldn't be having this kind of treatment. No one should be treated like a second-class citizen for saying I don't need to wear a mask or saying that my medical records are my privacy based on my HIPAA rights. And so I stand by all of my statements. I said nothing wrong.
Do you understand, though, why some would be upset and offended by the comment?
Well, do you understand how people feel about being forced to wear masks or being forced to have to take a vaccine or even have to say that whether they've taken it or not?
This rational Jewish person right here believes it's time for Marjorie Taylor Greene to be expelled from Congress. This is enough. Marjorie Taylor Greene is trafficking in hate speech. She is trivializing the Holocaust. She is conducting dog whistles to the far right to raise money, to raise her political power, to bias our politics into a place of hate. And there's no place for hate in our politics, and this needs to stop right now. This is not a left-right issue. There are many members across the aisle who are upset by this.
Any comparisons to the Holocaust, it's beyond reprehensible. I don't even have words to describe how disappointing it is to see this hyperbolic speech that frankly amps up and plays into a lot of the anti-Semitism that we've been seeing in our society today. And I do condemn that in the strongest terms. There is no excuse for that.
With the Holocaust, we learned about many different actors, and the key actor was the people who were passive and allowed this kind of hate to go unchecked. And that's what we're learning about right now in our politics, that she sees a profit from it. She's profiting from hate speech. She's raising lots of money off of it, and she's being allowed to do it by people who are passively allowing her to get away with it on her own side of the aisle in particular, and her leadership. And it says that our politics right now doesn't punish those who foment hate, and that needs to stop. We need red lines in our politics.